Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good afternoon to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful hot day, and indeed, Chelsea. This is Salon's blog. Remember, Salon's blog, and we are right here because of one thing: to deliver every breaking news around the globe, especially about football to you, right there, wherever you are. I want you to like this video, share the video, and let me hear from you in the comments section. And hey guys, if you have not yet subscribed, please kindly subscribe to the channel, and remember to on that notification bell so that anytime we upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. It's very important to us. We want to hear from you in the comments section where you are watching us from. You are in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, Mozambique, or wherever you are, Morocco, Egypt. Please let's hear from you in the comments section. Quickly, Chelsea, in the next 7 minutes, I'll be out of this place because the international break is over. The players are returning tonight. Every player should be arriving in Cobham, in preparation. The last training session is going to be tomorrow, only tactical training. Remember, we are traveling to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, we're traveling to the forest. We are traveling to the forest. Chelsea are traveling to the forest, inside the forest. And what are your expectations? Let me hear from you in the comment section. But quickly, one player that I want to talk about, I want to start with right now, is Enzo Fernandez. We understand Enzo Fernandez withdrew from the international duty with Argentina due to inflammation of the knee. Inflammation of the knee. As I'm talking, I expect my cameraman to be doing his job. Inflammation from the knee. According to the Argentine FA. Yes. Enzo Fernandez withdrew from the international game due to inflammation of the knee, according to the Argentine FA. Now, however, it is understood that the midfielder, Enzo Fernandez, had always planned to miss the friendly match with Puerto Rico. The national team, the country just near US of A, the island nation, Puerto Rico. The player had always planned to miss that game this week and had planned to see family during his leave. So most likely it wasn't anything serious, but Enzo Fernandez purposely planned it to miss out on that game. And after all, you'll be refreshed in order to prepare towards Nottingham Forest game. And I'm happy. Enzo Fernandez, we understand, will likely be capable of facing Nottingham Forest this Saturday, according to BBC. I love it. If he played this game in order to have a good enough rest in order to face Nottingham Forest, in order to play for Chelsea, that is what we want from our players. Players that are ready to risk it all. Oh yes. Players that are ready to risk it all in order to play for Chelsea. They know the importance of winning the next 3 games, 4 games, 5 games. And I'm glad. But listen, let me also point out, Enzo Fernandez, if indeed there is an inflammation of the knee, if indeed there's a problem, then Enzo Fernandez will be rested. Yeah. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday night football, Champions League football, he can come in. But if indeed there was a swelling of the knee, inflammation of the knee, then Maresca should rest him so that he can have a good rest and good treatment. Let the injury be fully healed. Because after all, we have a backup. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Imagine that Enzo Fernandez will give an excuse like this just because he wants to be fit enough for Chelsea games. I really appreciate that from the Argentine, honestly. Of late, I've seen in the news that Messi is a Chelsea fan. I've been hearing that in the news. I've not spoken about it, but listen, When I heard it first time, I'm like, oh, really? But Chelsea fans hate Messi and Barcelona to the core. And he explained, I heard one of this, he said that even in the Club World Cup, he wanted Chelsea to win the Club World Cup. So that Enzo Fernandez would be one of the players that win both the World Cup and the Club World Cup. He was supporting Enzo Fernandez to win the Club World Cup against PSG. Though he was a player, you know, he played for PSG. Yeah, before he moved to the US of A. His former club PSG. He wanted Chelsea to win against his former club PSG, Messi. And it's not the first time hearing him saying good things about Chelsea, actually. Ladies and gentlemen. Was it under Mourinho? I think Mourinho once tried to sign him for Chelsea, but he didn't succeed. Something happened. Something happened. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going back to the World Cup news here. But let me quickly end with Chelsea first. You see, the feeling right now within Chelsea, the feeling right now is that Nottingham Forest game against Chelsea is equally important for Nottingham Forest. And therefore, the owner of Nottingham Forest will be expecting Forest to win that game or to do well against Chelsea. But the outcome of the game will not determine whether Ange Postecoglou will be sacked or not. And that will largely depend on the feeling of the owner. Ultimately, it will be down to the mood of the owner, not just the performance. You see, these billionaires, when their mood changes, they act based on their mood. It will be based on the feeling of the owner. Evangelo Marinakis, it will depend on his feeling whether to sack Ange Postecoglou or not. Hey, God. Well, quickly, we just back from the international break, and I want to say a few things before I let you guys go this afternoon or this moment. During the international break, a lot of work has been taking place at Cobham around Chelsea setup, the club, the players that were available. Now we are getting to understand that a lot of tactical work was being done by Maresca and the players that were available. Majority of the players were available. And Maresca put in a lot of tactical work in anticipation of the coming weeks. Games that are coming up every 2-3 days. Games coming up before the next international break in November. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. These days, the international break comes every 3 weeks. The next international break is coming on around 10, 11, 12 of November. I don't like it. I hate it. Because when a club is, or a team is, building momentum, you win 2 games, 3 games, you are building momentum to go on 6 games, 7 game, unbeaten run. Then there's an international break, and then they break your momentum down. I hate it. I don't like it. I hate injustice. Those of you there who are from Nigeria, you understand it. I hate injustice. Ladies and gentlemen, the feeling around Chelsea is they will be noticeably sharper. Chelsea will be noticeably sharper through October. Between now and October ending to November. A number of senior players have been rested. And Maresca had time to try new things on the training ground with them. So Chelsea is able to look more sharper because Maresca had enough time to try a lot of new things with the players that were available. Expect Chelsea to look a lot more sharper in the coming days. I'm telling you this. Because, it's different when you have 2-3 days to prepare for games than you have 1 week, 2 weeks to prepare for games. It's totally different. We've had enough time. And thanks be to God, we didn't have all our players like usual going for international break. So there was enough time to prepare the team tactically. Yes. Right now, I believe we are ready. Quickly, let me just run up. I don't like the what kind of work my technical team are doing tonight. Let me just run up. Guys, breaking news. Imagine having Romeo LAVIA as a Ghanaian playing alongside Thomas Partey against Argentina. I imagine having Romeo LAVIA playing alongside Thomas Partey and Sibo, the newly discovered DM. Sibo in our midfield, midfield trio against a team like Argentina national team or Spanish national team. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what is just about to happen. I never knew Romeo LAVIA is a Ghanaian. Oh yes. Now we are getting to understand that Romeo LAVIA's father is from Ghana. Having Romeo LAVIA, Thomas Partey and Sibo in midfield and having Kudus in front of them or at the wing with Antoine Semenyo. Come on. Ghana, we are complete for the World Cup. But hey, it is just a rumor. Though the player have his father hailing from Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, on your screen, players eligible to play for Ghana at the World Cup. On your screen. All these players, they have not yet switched nationality fully. They are Ghanaians. Now that Ghana has qualified, they want to switch. Hudson Odoi, Eddie Nketiah, Romeo LAVIA, Jaden Adai, Jaden Osu-Odro, Alex Matos sound familiar, right? Chelsea. Tariq George. Really? I understand Tariq George qualified to play for both Ghana and Nigeria and England. Yes. One of his parents, I think the mom is from Ghana, the father from Nigeria, or father from Nigeria, Ghana from, then was born in England. So Tariq George has the right to play for 3 nations. Then Joshua Achampong, this one is clear. Achampong is 100% Ghanaian. There's no division there. Then Derek Cone. All these players qualified to play for Ghana at the World Cup. But hey, our head coach has already made it very clear. There were players that we were chasing for the past 3 years, and they turned Ghana down. Not when we qualified. But I don't think Romeo LAVIA is part of this. I welcome Romeo LAVIA into Chelsea, Ghana setup any day, anytime, any moment. Yes, I will. And I will approve of it instantly if I have the power. LAVIA, Sibo, and Partey midfield will be a lavish party. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I end my case. I'll see you guys all in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.